Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey, Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
Cartman, you ate the skin off of every piece of chicken!
The ankle's a little mean.
He looks like a fat Pauly Shore.
Yo, I never f***ed Wayne. I never f***ed on my life, man. For sake, if I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
So, welcome on in, you guys. I hope everyone's having a beautiful, wonderful day. Great start to their week. Of course, as usual, we are going to do a weekly reading for our girls. Got to see what they're up to. Now, we're going to start off with Amber, but to be honest, I don't got much for her. We'll just do a basic kind of like shared energy reading between her and her mom, because I think with stuff that's kind of been circulating around in the speculation verse, maybe things aren't necessarily the best between them. So we're going to see. And then we'll do another relationship reading for Salah and Sean Paul. See what's going on with them. And yeah, and then of course weekly readings for them as well, where we just pull the signifier and the 7 cards for each day of the week. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning on in. As always, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe, and yeah, if something pops up, well, consult the magic 8 ball and the magic conch. Let's just start off with the reading for Amber and her mama. So, universe, show us Amber Lynn's signifier. Ooh, okay, interesting. Strength, courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, compassion. Maybe she's approaching this at kind of a different angle. If she sees her mom starting to withdraw or pull away, Amber has a manipulation tactic for that, and it's usually by being overly nice. All right, universe, show us Mama Lynn's signifier. Ooh, the High Priestess reversed. Interesting. We pull the High Priestess a lot for Mama Lynn, but it usually doesn't come in reversed. Secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdraw, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstanding. Yikes. I wonder what this could be. Maybe it's the emotional toll that Amber's manipulation takes. It could be that. It really could. Because, as much as I have issues with Mama Lynn, I do see how it could be very hard for her to pull away from her daughter. I mean, the last time that she had to be fully pulled away, it was from her own mother that did it, and that was by kicking Amber out. So, I don't know. All right, universe, show us Amber Lynn's energy in this relationship with her mother. The Emperor reversed. Domineering, controlling, lack of discipline, rigid, stubborn, tyrant, recklessness. Yeah, that makes sense now. That makes sense. And on the outside, it can be seen as strength, but we know Amber. We know the type of person she is. When she shows this strength, it's usually because she's working real hard behind the scenes to manipulate someone. All right, universe, show us Mama Lynn's signifier in this relationship with her daughter. Okay, let's not take it like that, y'all. The Lovers, upright, love, harmony, relationship, union, partnerships, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. Interesting. Maybe this is what's keeping Mama Lynn grounded a bit, or what's keeping her from fully being Amber's victim here in this. Because the energy that Mama Lynn and her fiance have is very, very strong, and I think Amber's maybe trying to get in between that. I mean, of course she is. That's what she's done with everyone. She separates them off from those that they're closest to in order to control them better. But I have a feeling that trying to pull this on adults, especially adults who recovered from, heavy drug addiction, I don't think she's going to be able to do much of anything. And then judgment reversed, self-doubt, lack of self-awareness, inner critic, self-loathing, punishment, destruction, ignoring the call. I feel like no matter what, Mama Lynn's just going to feel tied down or compelled to help Amber in any way because of her childhood. And I get that. At the same time, that's not going to benefit Amber at all. She's not going to, become any more aware of herself or her own struggle by doing that. All she's doing is finding another Beck, essentially. Okay. With that, let's do the weekly reading for Amber before we dive into any foodie stuff. All right, universe, show us Amber Lynn's signifier for this upcoming week. The Hermit, upright, soul-searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth-seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, consciousness. Well, I mean, yeah, she's alone a lot. I wonder if maybe Mama Lynn needs a week off, so Pookie's gonna have to be wiping her shelf herself. Who knows? But let's see what the week's got in store for her. Didn't we pull the Hermit for her like last time also? Or was that Foodie? Might have been on Foodie's side, I don't know. All right, universe. Show us what the universe has in store for Amber on Monday. 10 of Cups reversed. Shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, struggling relationships. Ooh. Interesting with the Lovers card that we pulled. I wonder if something's going to be going down with her mom this week. Or, I don't know. I would like to believe that, like, Mama Lynn and her fiance, their little life that they have worked hard and created for themselves is not going to be destroyed by, this. All right, universe, show us Amber Lynn's signifier for Tuesday. 4 of Wands reversed, personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transience. Ooh, do we think she's gonna move? No. I'm kidding, but could you imagine? Imagine if she moved? Very interesting with the imagery also. And both reversed. Ambi, this does not look good for you, gal. Even last week's for her was like a little bit positive. This one doesn't look too good. All right, universe, show us Amber Lynn's signifier for Wednesday. Ace of Swords, reversed again. Good lord. Confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking an idea, clouded judgment. Seems like Amber's going to be having a lot of conflict this week. A lot. Whether it be with her mom, family, who knows. But I think this week is going to be a very tumultuous and emotional week for Amber. I don't know as though she'll necessarily portray that in her videos. She'll try probably her best not to. She'll allude to it. But I'll check in with Karina and Salty Crab after their live stream recaps and see if we get anything out of that. All right, universe, show us Thursday's signifier for Amber Lynn. Ooh. Queen of Swords, a lot of swords. Upright, unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive. Wonder if that's a different figure coming in though. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if this is some kind of like outside influence, because we know Amber being unbiased, please. All right, universe, show us Friday's signifier for Amber Lynn. Ooh, get messy, girl. 10 of Pentacles reversed, dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. Oof. Girl, it ain't looking good this week for you. I mean, I'm wishing you the best, poopster, but god damn, dude. There's a little bit right there, but like I said, I have a feeling this is some outside influence coming in. Okay, interesting. And now for Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to just grab the top and bottom cards on the deck. So this will be Saturday. This will be Sunday. 8 of Swords reversed. And 5 of Pentacles upright. Ooh, again with the financial. Girly, guard your bank account this week. So, Saturday, reversed, self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, opening to new perspectives, self-acceptance, freedom. Okay, but then there comes this. 5 of Pentacles upright, financial loss, lack, mindset, loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, insecurity. I can't help but shake this feeling of an outside influence. I think there's someone else in the picture right now. Whether she's just talking to them or like on call with them, or if they're there visiting her every now and then, I don't know. But I just can't help but shake this feeling of some kind of outside force coming in and maybe trying to help the situation, but that's how Amber always gets her next victims, you know? I should maybe say ill-informed people who I guess have the best intentions, but don't believe she could really be that bad until she's like, "Alright, you wanna bet?" But yeah, so that's that for Poopster. Not looking like a bright week. Oof. Ooh. But let's head on in and see how Flob's doing. We have not heard from her in a minute. She did do a cameo, but of course we can't see it. I think it's a little suspicious. Alright, universe, show us Foodie Beauty's, Chantal Marie's signifier. The High Priestess upright, intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, high morals. Now listen, if Foodie is genuinely going to have to start going into a legal battle, I'm sure she is going into it with this mindset. I'm sure. I don't think it's just random that this is probably how she sees herself right now. Like she's just being persecuted wrongfully. The universe, show us Salah's signifier. The Magician. Ooh. Pulling the wool over her eyes. An illusion. Upright. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, creativity. Please, if he had skill, wouldn't be with Chantal. This is interesting though. Huh. Alright, universe, show us Foodie Beauty's energy in this relationship with Salah. I feel like we're getting a reading of how they see themselves. We're pulling a lot of the same cards that we pulled last time. That's kind of crazy. The Empress in her moo-moo again. Upright, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, action. I feel like we're getting a real skewed reading here today, you guys. Okay. The Hanged Man. Ooh. Upright. God damn. Salah as the Hanged Man. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Upright. Pause. Surrender. Letting go. New perspective. Enlightenment. Viewing things different than before. Deep insight. Sacrifice. Change. Release. Do we think Salah's more of a victim to Foodie than she is to him? Because that's kind of the image it's giving up, right? Like, she just has this man fully bullwhipped. Which is honestly fine. Keep him off the streets, away from all the other ladies. But, oh, good lord. Alright, universe, show us their shared energy in this relationship. Justice reversed. Hold on, do you think that they're going to try to keep maintaining the relationship? This isn't going to stop them. It's only going to make them stronger as a couple. I could see it. Unfairness, lack of accountability, guilt, dishonesty, punishment. Ooh. Ooh. So maybe we're still in a Delulu state with them. Maybe we really are. Because it seems like reality is about to come and whoop their ass. But, okay. So, it's the couples reading. Let's do a quick little weekly reading for Chantal Marie. Hold on. I feel like we should consult. I'm gonna ask Magic Conch about Mama Lynn, and then we'll ask Magic 8 Ball about Foodie and Salah. Okay, Magic Conch. Is Amber arguing with Mama Lynn?
Yes.
Ooh. You sounded very upset about that, girl, or annoyed. Like, oh, go figure. Ooh, okay. Okay, that gives a bit more validity to the other reading then. Definitely does. That confirms it, actually. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Magic 8 Ball. Are Foodie and Salah gonna try to work this out? I'm trying not to jiggle it too much, you know? It gets stuck. Focus and ask again. Okay. Magic 8 Ball. Is Chantal Marie and Salah trying to work out their relationship? Stop spinning. Focus and ask again. Okay. I mean, it's telling me ask again, so I have to, right? Magic 8 Ball. Y'all said to roll it around, so I'm gonna look real stupid doing it. Magic 8 Ball. Will Chantal Marie and Salah continue to work on their relationship? Absolutely. Interesting. We thought they were going to be Dunskies. But who knows? Maybe she really can't fucking stay away. Which, well, that's Foodie for you. That is very much Foodie for you, right? How many times does she have to be yelled at? Like, yo, leave this person alone. It's better for you to just not. Here she is. It's gonna wind her up in jail. Alrighty, so with that, let's do our weekly reading for Miss Chantal Marie. So, universe, show us Foodie Beauty's signifier for this upcoming week. Ooh, judgment reversed again. Self-doubt, lack of self-awareness, inner critic, self-loathing, punishment, destruction, ignoring the call. The call being, girl, get the hell out of that country before you're locked up. This ain't gonna be good. Oof. Okay. Universe, show us Foodie Beauty's signifier for Monday. Page of Pentacles reversed, lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination, learn from failure. Ooh, and that's the day before new material comes out from Paz Kuwait. New information about the case against her. Ooh, okay. Universe, what does Tuesday have in store for Foodie Beauty? The day we find out more. 5 of Cups reversed, acceptance, moving on, finding peace, personal setbacks, self-forgiveness. I feel like once a full legal statement is out, the charges even possibly are, public. I think it's all gonna come crashing in on her. I really, really do. I don't think this is gonna be a good week by any means. All right, universe, show us Wednesday's signifier for Foodie Beauty. King of Wands reversed, impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Yeah, that makes sense for Foodie. That does. She's going to have to make a major decision. Does she want to leave or possibly stay and face persecution? They might give her the option of like, listen, if you just get the fuck out and don't ever come back, we won't persecute you. But who knows? This is not going to be a good week for her. I mean, the past couple really haven't been, but this one, it's really gonna, I think, hit her. All right, universe, show us Thursday's signifier for Foodie Beauty. A 9 of Cups reversed, lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. I mean, I'm sure she's been stuffing her face this past week or so. I can almost guarantee it. Cups here too as well. Okay. Interesting. I have a feeling we're going to get a real dark period coming up. She's going to have to come back eventually to YouTube. She can't maintain any lifestyle, just doing nothing. Ooh, universe, you telling me do this one, girl? Okay. Friday. Ooh, 9 of Swords, upright. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair. Girl, if you're still in that country, get the hell out. Get the hell out. It's going to cause you a lot more mental distress staying there. Okay, with that, let's check Saturday. Bottom of the deck, Sunday. Those are our weekend bookends. Saturday, we have 8 of Wands, upright, speed, rapid action, movement, swift change, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. She's fleeing. She's gonna flee. Yep. Take my advice, girl. Do it. Get the fuck out of there before shit really hits the fan. If she hasn't already, but unless maybe she's in Canada. Maybe she is in Canada. Hold on. Magic Conch. Is Foodie Beauty in Canada?
Yes.
Do you think she's gonna go back? Do you think she's gonna go back? Because we've seen how she fights with the struggle of being in Kuwait and then going to Canada, and how she just isn't able to stay away, it seems. I wonder if she's gonna try to go back. Ooh. Or be extradited. That could be it. Alright, and here's Sunday's card. Ace of Swords reversed. Confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking an idea, clouded judgment. Foodie, I don't think it's a good idea to go anywhere unless you're being extradited, girl. I don't think you should go back there. That's just me, though. Feel like the hammer will really fucking come down hard on you if you try to get back into that country. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, y'all. We have been absolute radio silence in the Foodieverse, so, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I always love doing these for you, and I love that we're doing them now weekly. It feels good. It feels right. We're getting to, you know, work on our intuition muscle and everything. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you thought about the cards, your interpretation of things. Totally open to hearing everyone's perspective sides on the cards, or, you know, how things just kind of, how the cards fell, so to speak. Thank you guys so much. I hope everyone's having a beautiful start to their day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe, become much. I hope everyone has a beautiful, wonderful rest of their day. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.